Hi there, Virgo. Blissful rising, blissful afternoon, blissful evening. Whenever you come across this spiritual conversation, I am sending you a wave of calmness as well as a wave of confidence and assurance. Okay. Y'all know Davido, the song Assurance? That's the energy for you right now, Virgo. Okay. This is for you if you are Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. Welcome to the House of Petals. I am Lee, if you don't know me. And if you do know me, then welcome back, honey. Kisses to you. I appreciate your love and support so deeply, so deeply, so deeply. If this is your first time, pull up a chair, sit back, let your car seat back, grab some tea, grab some wine, whatever makes you feel fine. Okay. And let's get into this message, Virgo. I'm not going to take too much of your time, Virgo. We are officially in the season of Cancer, the water sign, um, often depicted as the mother of the zodiac. I have my thoughts about that. However, that's not what this video is about. This is going to be your reading for this transit. But please, please, please remember, Virgo friend, whenever you come across this message, it is timeless, okay? So it has found you right where you are, right when you needed it. All right. Please remember this is a general message, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? If it don't fit, don't put it on. All right. If you do need any type of personal bookings with me, my email is in my bio. It is in the description below as well. All right, Virgo. As y'all know, I am an astrology girly, as I tell y'all all the time. So I will go ahead and give y'all a little rundown. We have the full moon, strawberry full moon coming up. That full moon is in Capricorn. Okay, so there will be a lot of emphasizing of home life, okay, career, romance and relationships, as well as family, especially with this full moon that is going to be, crossing the Gemini sun. Not Gemini. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Gemini is important. Gemini is trying to jump through. Who cross watching? We see you, Gemini. Or Virgo friends, you may have some Gemini placements, okay? Make sure you check out that video on my YouTube as well for this current transit, okay? But like I was saying, the full moon in Capricorn, okay, crossing while we have this sun in Cancer. These are sister signs, right? So known as the mother and father of the zodiac. So it will be interesting highlighting those four arenas of our lives right now. We do also have Jupiter going into Leo tomorrow, I believe, or today. No, tomorrow. Very powerful transit for the collective as far as expanding the identity, expanding purpose, but also being able to see where we are imbalanced as far as ego, as far as outdated beliefs, patterns, etc. Okay, so that is a transit to put on your calendar as well. And also, we have a Mercury retrograde, which is also in Cancer, I believe. But I personally have been feeling, and I've been hearing from some astrology research that honestly, this retrograde feels like the perfect opportunity to redo. Okay. It feels a bit soft. It feels a bit open as a retrograde. However, again, be very mindful of these other powerful transits, such as Jupiter and Leo that I mentioned, because that may make this retrograde come with facing again outdated things from the past, people from the past, connections. Okay, perfect time to do any type of cord cutting if you've been thinking about it, spiritual cleansing, um getting rid of old stuff. Okay, I see someone rearranging furniture. Okay, things like that, right? I'm not gonna give y'all too much, but Virgo, a little detail. I know y'all love the details, so there's the details for you. For this month, again, we're at the end of June, going into July. It's timeless, remember. But for this season, okay, for this next 30 days, it will be um, going internal for the eternal. Has been the message that the spirits have been giving. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into your reading. Very interesting what the spirits want me to do. I am outside at the park and they want me to lay these cards out on the ground. So let's go ahead and get into it, Virgo. As you know, honey, where we at with it on this part of our journey, this is a live general message. Okay, you will hear me shuffling cards. Y'all can tell retrograde coming. My words is all tore up. You will hear me live shuffling and pulling these cards for you. Okay, Virgo, let's get into it, honey. You have been patient enough. All right, great spirits, nature spirits. Ooh, thank you, fairies, wizards, witches, and all of the sorts. Welcome, 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 gather. What do you have for our Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I would like 4 cards as we discuss home, career, romance, and family. Home, career, romance, and family. All right. It's funny. Some of these might pop out, some may not. It's very interesting. First card we have out is the 4 of Swords. 4 of Air, contemplation. Very interesting. Not surprised by that. So, Virgo, you're always contemplating, always ruminating. But this feels like making your next move your best move. You got more swords out here, okay? So definitely may have some Gemini placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? But like I was saying, this feels like contemplating making your next move your best move. And with the Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords coming out after this 4 of Swords, yeah, this isn't your typical ruminating. Okay, Virgo, proud of you, friend, proud of you. This is you really calculating, but taking your time, right? That's what that contemplation energy feels like. And on this card, you'll see it as you're watching this, friend. There's water here, okay? There's a full moon here as well. So this upcoming full moon is very significant for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in the way that you choose to walk your path next, okay? This feels like patience, patient contemplation. This feels, again, like that assurance, that confidence. And it really feels like you're getting that. And you're moving with it. You're traveling with it. I'll be honest. Y'all know I'm a Virgo sun. A word or 2 words, a phrase that has been sitting on me is vision quest. Going on a vision quest. And honestly, that is what this Queen of Swords and 4 of Swords really, really feels like to me. You're on a vision quest. You're taking your time. I really like this shift, Virgo. It feels like you know that things are gonna work out for your highest good because you're on a vision quest. Like, you can't fail at your vision. You get what I'm like? It's like, you know that your vision must come true. You're not chasing a career. You're not chasing a specific version of yourself anymore. You're not chasing this perfect idea of yourself anymore. You're on a vision quest. You see, quest is even different than chasing, right, Virgo? Quest is even different than journey. When you say that word, it just feels different. It feels good. It feels inquisitive. It feels, again, confident. It feels like when you're on a quest, you want to do it. You know, when you're going on a quest, it feels like you showing up with a backpack and a map. Okay, who used to watch Dora? Raise your hand. Me. Okay, map. I don't know if that's how we go, but with a vision quest, you have a map, you have tools, okay? You got boots, okay? You got your map, you got everything, you're ready. And this is what this feels like. You're traveling too with I got a card. Hold on, y'all. It's wanting to speak to us, but you're traveling with oh my goodness, what is this word? Trinkets, but it's a different word that I'm hearing. Okay, some of you could have recently found old trinkets from childhood, right? Necklaces, jewelry, special watches, lucky watch, something like that, of your own, or possibly that of an ancestor, or a loved one. Okay, someone could have recently transitioned and you inherit to this, but you're traveling with this, whether it's a literal physical trinket or artifact or something. It could also be symbolic or metaphorical, right? You could have had someone that just really instilled a lot of wisdom, gems in you, and you're traveling with that. Ah, I love it. The next card is the Nine of Cups, Joy. This is the one I was holding on to before I flipped it over. Absolutely. What did I say? You're in this, you know, Virgo, I'm always putting y'all in my business. And what I mean by that is I don't gatekeep, okay? But as y'all know, everyone doesn't understand our strategies, Virgo. Um, and because we're really into the detail, and I won't say that everyone doesn't understand it, but I truly believe in the whole, I guess, theory of belief, right? The power of something actually working is you believing in it, right? And I don't know why I'm going here, but this is for one of y'all, okay? It's probably only about 3 or 4 of y'all that's like, oh, I like that. If you like it, then hit the thumbs up. Do not listen and not hit the thumbs up. But like I was saying, belief. And so when I say I be putting y'all in my business, I be telling y'all a lot of, like, I call them my little codes, you know? And so I created some virtues for myself as well as my partner, which I love. It was a great idea. And one of the virtues, let me get back to the point, honey. Thank you for being patient, Virgo. One of the virtues is joy. And what my higher self had me do was like write an affirmation, but also write the definition and write what joy is to me. And for me, and I wrote this, in the virtue of joy in my life and how I live it and practice it and be it, is joy is different than happiness. Joy is the contentment that goes beyond flesh desires for me. Joy is my stature, is my affirmation. Joy is my stature. I will not waver. Again, outside of, and this is something that I feel you have really found for yourself as well, Virgo, or you really have changed the way that you think and are moving. Wow, Virgo. So I literally did not even realize that your reading had stopped recording. I pulled another card and I probably talked for like 20 minutes and did not capture. So I'm back. And you know what's so funny, Virgo? I did Leo reading yesterday and the camera cut off halfway. So Mercury retrograde is retrograding on my technology, and that's fine. I'm gonna push through because what else is a Virgo queen gonna do? Push through, duh. So here we are, Virgo. Let's get back to your message, though. Enough of my technology crisis. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to try to remember enough to deliver the end of this message for you. The next card that you got out, so let's go back real quick. We were talking about joy, right? And how you are really in this space of affirming your inner joy. And the next card that came out for you was the Two of Swords, inner peace. It came out in the upright, representing inner balance, inner peace. And the message that I was saying earlier before we got rudely disconnected, um, was the higher message that spirit was giving me too was, overall, Virgo, I feel like you have learned to control the tides. Okay. There's a lot of water here in your reading as well. So if you are water, if you have any water placements, okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if in your family or in your connections it may deal with the water sign, that could be significant at this time. But with the water and the tides, what I'm saying is, like, it feels like you have learned to master and to control the tides in a way to where the internal, like, you are learning that, again, this energy, this vision quest, okay, this energy, this perception of a vision quest is like you have learned to master the tides in regards to that, because you know, like, your relationship with your emotions is eternal, okay, your relationships with your thoughts is eternal. I won't say eternal, right? Because our soul is eternal, right? We're in this 3D body with the brain experiencing thoughts and said emotions. But what I'm saying about that is, as a Virgo, you know, there can be this level of rumination or just this level of analyzing the emotions and the thoughts, where I feel now that you've shifted from, like, vision plan is what spirit just said, to vision quest, it is like you have learned how to master the internal emotions and thoughts, that may be like debilitating or distracting or delaying or discouraging you. And then there is a more empowering message on top of it that spirit is saying, and now that you have learned to control the tides, you are being gifted to see a new vision, with new direction, with a new plan. And as I was saying when I was recording before, if you listen to the last video, Virgo, in your last reading, I remember us talking about you finally coming out of this space of the supporting actor role, right, into the lead role, coming out of this space of, like, honestly, just like hiding from your gifts, like being awake and conscious, but kind of also still being dormant. And I'm bringing that up because this feels way different. This feels like full circle for me, Virgo, in the sense of, like, it feels like you did that internal um elevation. Like you found a way to it was the mental, it was like this way you had to change your mentality or just accept. To be honest, I feel like a lot of you just had to accept. That's the other thing. This just feels like, I don't even know the word I'm trying to say, Virgo. I hope you feel me, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This just feels like a level of accepting your own power, your own, again, being the mother of swords, the air, I mean, the mother of air, mother of swords, which is the queen of swords. You just accepting, like, this certain, um I just heard mother of the wind, okay, of the ethers. You just have this certain knowing, this certain presence, this certain air about you, and you finally accepted that. But I honestly really do feel like that's something that had to happen on a mental level first, on an internal level, in order for you to elevate spiritually, to be able to now reflect this in the 3D, right? To ascend to your leading role in the 3D. And that's what this feels like. But also, one last thing I want to say to you, Virgo, before I let you go. Spirit also wants to remind you that you are the co-creator, the cultivator, of your own joy, but not just your own joy, any joy that you expect to experience, okay? Remaining in this space of inner peace and joy. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. I feel like I'm going back to this because even myself, I had a thought the other day. Okay, last thing, this may resonate for a couple Virgos, and I promise I'm gonna let y'all go. Where I was like, I'm not tired of creating, but I am over producing. Like, I'm over the whole act of producing to be consumed, or just this space of production and consumption that we're in. And I'm saying that, like, just as a deep mystical creator, I have been like, well, how do I really get into my new timeline? How do I really quantum into, again, this leadership role? As y'all know, I said it before earlier, I'm a Virgo sun. I'm right here with y'all. Into this leadership role. Like, how do I really, and you know what Spirit gave back to me, and I was a little frustrated. Spirit was like, again, you are too focused on being a human doing instead of a human being. And I really feel like, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, to some degree, to some extent, you have went from doing to being. And it was a subtle acceptance of certain things about yourself. It was a subtle change of the way that you did certain things. It was a subtle um shift, but it has been major, especially for your archetype, to go from being a human doing to a human being. And that's why this joy and this inner peace is being elevated, because Spirit is trying to say, this, your leadership role, who you are, it doesn't require you doing any more work or doing anything else. It requires you being joyful. Your joyful self produces the best art. Your joyful self makes the best meals. Your joyful self holds the best space for other people. Your self that has inner peace is able to go on a 90-day stretch and produce your best work. But without that, you're gonna stay in supporting role, because it's like you're not even supporting yourself, you know. So anyways, I really, really, really love this message for you, Virgo. If it resonates, if between the last reading and now you have any synchronicities, anything you want to share, please let me know, y'all. And like the video, comment, share it with somebody else, whether they're a Virgo or not, okay? They may need this message. Again, y'all, I'm sorry, because in the other reading we was going in, honey, okay? But it still all came together. You'll see your cards as you're listening to this. And Virgos, y'all know I love y'all the best, okay? Shh, don't tell nobody. I love y'all so much. And until next time, Peace.